I am so glad you are here. It is Herby Thursday in my world. I even have an Herby shirt on. Thank you very much. And we're going to talk about this little gem, bugleweed. This is an adorable little plant. This is Lycopus americanus or Lycopus virginiana, depending on what resource you're looking at and how old it is, to be honest. You can see we've got a couple cautions on it here. I wouldn't recommend it during pregnancy, and its primary use, when you look at all of the things it's done medicinally, really revolve around lowering thyroid activity. It is for all of the symptoms that surround mild, and I do mean mild, hyperactive thyroid syndromes. There's several of those. I'm not going to go into those details, but so we're talking about the rapid heartbeat that can occur because of this, the insomnia that can occur because of this, even the lack of ability to speak well because of hyperthyroidism, mild hyperthyroidism. And that's really where its magic is too. So if you'll notice, we've got water of Jupiter on here. So think about your heart, think about how you feel emotionally. People with an elevated thyroid, with their activities a little too high, they feel anxious. They often feel like they are being hunted. It's a kind of a very emotional space to be in if you have mild hyperthyroidism. And bugleweed appears to do a couple of different things that help slow the thyroid down. It's not going to fix it. It's not going to repair the thyroid, but it can theoretically slow down the thyroid's access to iodine, which is what it uses to make its thyroid hormones, which are often abbreviated just as T. And there's a couple versions of these. T3 and T4 are the ones that are most often tested for hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism for that matter. And if you're wondering if you have one of those things, do get both of them checked. However, that anxiousness that ties your tongue, that keeps you awake at night, that makes you nervous and jittery when no one else seems to be, that is traditionally what this herb has been used for. And that idea of it being associated with Jupiter, with the expansiveness, with the go-gettedness of Jupiter, the sort of majesty of a Jupiterian energy, is a calmer energy than hyperthyroid energy. And since this does slow down iodine supplies, and it also slows down conversion of T4 or thyroid hormone 4 to T3, which just has one less iodine molecule in it. It's not going to get too technical here. This is all about feeling like you can conquer the world again. That's what this has traditionally been used for. So it's also been used, therefore, for protection, especially if you feel like you're being attacked psychically, through hexes, through spell work, anything like that. This is something that helps your body combat those things. It's interesting how the magic and the medicine are so closely intertwined, and as they so often are, even those planetary sigils being so closely intertwined. So this symbol is for water. It's all about emotions. Jupiter is about that expansive energy. I think of the 50-year-old man who buys a round of drinks at the bar to show he's a man, or has the red sports car. That's my stereotype image for Jupiter energy. It is this generous, expansive stuff you can't do if you are fighting your desire to run away from everything or feeling like something's after you. So it's the perfect thing to add into your tea. It's the perfect thing to add into your magical workings if you need to dampen those energies so that the best of you can start to come out again. It's a fabulous plant. It's a plant that grows in swampy areas in a lot of spaces and places in the US. And while I'm seeing a lot of references now to the seed not being edible, I was taught that it is. That's kind of a fun little seed and a surefire way to ID the plant, in that when the seed is ripe, it's sitting in a little pod that has a little tension string in it, kind of like a pea pod has a tension string. Only this one, when it's ripe, is going to, when it's brushed, or if you put your hand gently around the seed pod, will explode and scatter the seeds of the bugleweed. You then have in your hand these little seeds wrapped in what looks like brown paper. You take the little brown paper off and they're turquoise. They're beautiful seeds. Even if you don't eat them, they're worth taking a look at. They're gorgeous. But I am way over now. So thank you so much for watching. I love you being your best magical you. And on behalf of myself and all the staff here at the shop, I want to thank you and for doing the little magical things you can do here. The likes, the share, you know the drill. And I look forward to seeing you here at the shop in Minneapolis or online at magisbooks.com. Blessed be.